Hey Facebook friends and Twitter friends, it's Michael here. I'm coming with you with a very special video I'm going to be doing today. So I'm going to try to do this video as quick as I can, so I got go back to doing what I can with some other things, do some other things that I'm working on. But before I do this blog video, I want to invite some of my guests here that are on my tablet with me. They're right now on Discord with me, and give me 1 second here. I'll pull up their names and give me 1 second here. Okay, here on Discord I got Ben, Eugene, Chap, and me. As you probably can see here. But as many of you who's been following me on Facebook and Twitter over the last couple of days, I've been telling a lot of y'all I was gonna be doing a big special event on Saturday, which was yesterday, and I had to keep it a surprise till yesterday due to reasons I won't share. But I know many of you found out the news yesterday. You guys were really excited for me. I got some text messages. I even got some phone calls, and I apologize if I missed those calls yesterday. When you're having way too much fun, you know, it's hard to answer the phone. But yeah, I had a blast yesterday. So some of you probably know. So not some of you probably haven't heard. Yesterday, I attended the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at Kentucky Speedway. My first ever NASCAR race with a bunch of friends. And I have to say, yesterday, going for my first NASCAR race was one of the best. I mean, going to Kentucky was pretty cool, especially when you first get on that track. It looks a little bit different than what you see on television when you get into the track. I know I've had a few friends of mine here on Facebook that's been to Daytona. I've had a few friends who's been to Bristol that are Facebook friends of mine and friends I know here in the community. But what it was, me and a couple of friends decided to put this together a couple weeks ago as a thing we could do together, and of course I'll have some photos to share along, and I'll have some photos to share in this blog video come in a little bit. You'll see that when I'm done talking about everything. But here's how everything went. Saturday morning, I got up at I got up at 5 in the morning. Of course, I was tired from Middleport's fireworks show Friday night. So I got up at 5, got ready, got picked up at 8, went and picked up my other friend at 8:30. Then we were off. And that was quite a 3-hour road trip to Sparta. I mean, it was awesome. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat it's awesome in this video, so you're going to have to kind of get used to that, because I love to use that saying. It's awesome. But yeah, I got to Sparta, Kentucky at I think it was 12:30 or 1, but I may be wrong on that the timing. But I got there. We got there sometime in the mid-afternoon. Got there, got out, went to the track, and went and picked up my race ticket. Which here I'll show you guys. This is the race ticket for Sparta. Do I have this upside down? I have it upside down, I'm sorry. Can you say, oops? Yeah, this is what the ticket looks like, and it's, the ticket was actually $69. But not bad. We actually got good seating. I was actually sitting near turn 1. It was up a little high, but hey, still great spot. Of course, believe it or not, I was sitting right near the NASCAR and NBC's pre-race stage, which you'll see that in the photos here coming up here in just about when I'm done talking in this video, because I got to do a lot of editing to this video before I can post it to both Facebook and Twitter. So yeah, but get there, went to go get my ticket, and first place I stopped at when I was was in the souvenir area at the Fanatic store, which I love that store. I actually bought a lot of my NASCAR and Jaguar stuff from Fanatics.com. Great website. They sell all the sports teams from all leagues. But the Fanatics tent had a small tent, or had a tent, and they had every driver there that had their own tents where you can buy their merchandise, like Chase Elliott, Dale Jr., Kyle Busch. Don't get me started with him, he's an idiot. But yeah. In fact, here, I'll show you some of the stuff I bought yesterday here real quickly. I picked me up some nice Chase Elliott socks, which I'm sure some of you have seen already on my Facebook page. Pretty nice, huh? I only paid $10 for them. Yeah, a little expensive, but hey, worth the money. Then I picked this up yesterday. It's a Kevin Harvick pit pass, which, no, I didn't get into the pits. I wish I did. But it has Harvick's Freaky Fast on there, Jimmy John's, and it has the schedule on the back of this year's Sprint Cup races. Pretty neat, huh? And the next thing I bought me he's one of my favorite Xfinity Series drivers. I picked up a Ryan Reed t-shirt. I picked it up in the, I think it was the Roush tent, because I know Roush had a special tent thing for their drivers. But yeah, I picked me up a nice Ryan Reed shirt. I'll definitely wear that a lot. Of course, his sponsor is Lilly Diabetes, which, I'll tell you what, for a NASCAR driver, he is amazing. He has type 2 diabetes and races out there every week. I know they have a lot for him in the car, so in case his sugar goes up and goes high or low, and somebody who's been diagnosed with diabetes a couple years ago, it was last year or a couple years ago, it's no fun, trust me. You never know when your sugar's going to drop, you never know what's going to, go up, go down. I've had to make a lot of lifestyle changes, but I think I'm doing pretty good up to this point. I mean, I think I can overcome this if I can just lose this weight. But anyway, get back on with the racing stuff. Then afterwards, I got to meet a celebrity. What celebrity he asked? Well, it wasn't a race car driver. It was actually Miss C-Max, Christian Davidson. Of course, she also works for PRN Radio, the Performance Racing Network, and I got an autograph by her, which you'll see a photo with me of her coming up here in just a minute. But yeah, she was very sweet. When I got up there, I froze. I was just so excited. I froze. I didn't know what to say, and she was just a sweet lady. I chatted with her for like about 2 minutes, and I told her how much I love racing and how big of a fan I was of PRN, and which was cool. I mean, I got to meet a celebrity. And okay, then from here on out after I got done doing a lot of things over in the souvenir area, I went on into the race, and first thing when you get your ticket scanned, I got one of these. For those of you that were watching the race last night, they gave these out to wave to the fans. These Quaker State green towel flags, which I thought it was cool. I mean, every time they took the restart, they would have them in the air, fling them in the air. Yeah. Then I got to my seat around 1:32-ish. I had lots of time, so I just went around and looked at the track, and when I got down there, when I got into the track, or close to the track, I was speechless. It just took my breath away. Thinking, wow. The years I've been to NFL games, the years I've been to college games, the times I've been to baseball games, the times I've been to Jaguars games, at Everbank Field, when I lived in Jacksonville, the times that I've been to Cincinnati Reds games at Great American Ballpark, It just takes your breath away the first time you step into those venues. But when I stepped into Kentucky, I was breathless. I was like, oh wow. I didn't even know what to say when I first got there. What is it, Ben? Do what, Ben? Okay, and Ben, you know you can add your commentary because I know you watched the race last night. Yeah, well, and I'm gonna get more into about it here as I'm getting along with this vlog. I'm actually 10 minutes into the video, but you know, as I get close to the track, I walk around. Next year, if I get to go, and hopefully I do, that's a maybe, maybe not. I don't know what's gonna happen next year. I have to wait and see, but I didn't realize you need a wristband pass to get onto the track, and I would have loved to get a wristband. But hey, hey, it was okay, all cool. Now, where I was sitting at, I was actually right near the NASCAR on NBC pre-race area, which you know they always have set up along the edge of the in the pit row for their pre-race shows. And I got to see Kyle Petty and Dale Jarrett, two of you know past NASCAR two of past NASCAR's drivers. I mean, I was always a fan of Dale Jarrett when I started watching NASCAR in the early 2000s. I mean, then you know I think about Kyle Petty, you know Richard Petty's son. I mean, he's pretty awesome too, but I don't think he won that often the years I've watched NASCAR, and I don't recall when the last time Kyle Petty won. I'll have to go back for the history books on that one. But yeah. Then I decided, well, you know what? I got time. I need to move around anyway. So I went and stopped by another souvenir thing that was near my seat and picked me up another nice T-shirt. I picked me up a Quaker State 400 T-shirt. If I can get this right. And I have that upside down too. Whoops. Pretend y'all didn't see that, okay? But yeah, this is what it looks like. It has the date of the race. It has the logo, which is Quaker State 400, and it has. Well, I don't know how quickly they print these out, but it had the starting grid from last night's race on the back. So now, if I want to go back and relook at this race, I can figure out who started where. But yeah. Then at 6 o'clock they had Frankie Bauer perform, which, sorry to offend any country music fans on my friends Facebook friends list and Twitter followers. I'm not really much into country music, with the exception of Garth Brooks. I mean, I like Garth Brooks. I like Toby Keith. I like the 90s all the way up to mid 2000s. I mean, today's country music has really gone south, in my opinion. It's more rock. And I mean, I like rock music, but mixing country and rock together, no. I mean, I like a few artists today. I like Lady Annabelle, and they're one of my favorites. But that's another topic for another vlog video. So anyway, around 7 o'clock, they had I think it was the National Guard. Yeah, it was the National Guard, which they don't show that stuff on television. But the National Guard brought in both Ohio's, Kentucky's, and Indiana's flags because we're right near all three state borders, which we have to drive through Cincinnati to get to Sparta. And traffic in the morning was not that bad going up. But okay, so which was pretty cool. I mean, the National Guard, that was awesome what they did for pre-race. And after they had their thing, they had driver introductions, and you guys are gonna get a good laugh what I did during driver introduction. So sit back and get ready for some laps. But during driver introductions, I did a lot of cheering for the other drivers. I mean, I didn't go ecstatic. I'm like, yay, let's go. But when they announced Dale Jr. and Chase Elliott, I went crazy. I mean, real crazy. I mean, like, I had my hands up in the air going, yeah! You know how I am, for those of you who see me at Oklahoma football games. I'm real ecstatic and crazy like that. But when Kyle Busch came out, I booed. When Kurt Busch came out, I booed, and I said something else that's not worth repeating. I will not repeat what I said, yelled at Kurt Busch. It was something not very nice. A lot of you probably won't find funny, but it was nothing profane. Just stating how much I dislike the Busch brothers. Then, of course, yes, and I booed at Jimmy Johnson. And Carl, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to boo at Jimmy Johnson. And I booed at Joey Logano too when he came out. Then after that was the pre-race implications, which they don't show this on TV, but I know they do it every race. They sing "God Bless America." Then after they have "God Bless America," we stand for the invocation and the Star Spangled Banner, which I couldn't tell who sung the Star Spangled Banner. I actually watched the replay of the Quaker State on the DVR this morning when I got up, so couldn't tell you who sung the national anthem. But it looked like it was a kid, but they said it was some kind of upcoming country artist. But she was good, actually. I have to admit, she was good singing the national anthem. Then after the national anthem, the drivers got buckled into their cars and they took the green flag. And of course, Harvick led the better half all the way up to. Well, Harvick dominated most of the race. I thought last night it was going to either be Harvick's night or Truex's night. I didn't think about much about Brad Keselowski getting up there and winning, to be honest, but I know around lap 15 the first caution came out, and if memory serves me, I forgot who brought out the first caution. I totally forgot about that. I don't think it was Jimmy Johnson, was it? Oh no, it wasn't Jimmy Johnson. It was well, I don't remember. Of course, then at lap 25 they had the competition caution, and I'll tell you watching those guys battle out on pit road live is 10 times more exciting than what I watched it on TV. I mean, last night the whole time, I think I yelled a lot more than I'd ever did yelling at my TV when I'm watching the race. I'd cheer and I'd go crazy. Let's say if Junior or Chase is, fighting to get up there for the lead, but yeah. Oh yeah, and I did forget, I did boo at Danica Patrick too. I forgot I left her out. I did boo at Danica. But, yeah. So, yeah, but I know at one point of the race when Jimmy Johnson wrecked, which I was happy, I was clapping, because as long as, to me, if the driver doesn't get hurt or injured, if I don't like him, then, I'm going to say, yeah. Although, it was funny, under caution, they had the PRN broadcast over the announcers, and Doug Rice, made a statement saying, well, this is a very rare occurrence that Jimmy Johnson is going to the garage all by himself, and I just started, I don't know why I did this, I started singing Celine Dion's All By Myself out loud. Oh, wow. It was goofball me. But, yeah. Then of course, I don't know, I know some of you saw this last night, and this really freaked me out real badly, and I'm sure it freaked out a lot of people at the track. But one of the vehicles behind the track, it was the truck and a car caught fire. They had their gas grill, and I don't know, I guess they didn't do something right. I guess they didn't turn it up, but their car got burned. All I can say is, one, don't ever bring a gas grill to a NASCAR race or to a tailgating thing, no matter what sport you go to. But yeah, I'm sure that person is not happy right now that his car caught fire. But yeah, I saw the smoke. I freaked out. Like, oh my gosh. But then I also realized, I thought, well, wait a minute, they're not going to red flag this, so it's probably nothing major. But yeah. Then, but then of course, as you know, as the evening goes along, I mean, I know the lead changed a lot between Truex and Harvick. I mean, those two really dominated the most of the night with, Harvick and Truex. And I actually thought Harvick was going to win this race. And he looked good all night. And so did Truex. I mean, Truex was looking good up to the point when he had that penalty for speeding on pit road, going to his pit stall, and he got busted on that. And oh yeah, when AJ Allmendinger wrecked, I was actually close by where he wrecked, and I saw it close. Which I have to say, it's a little bit more different than what you watched on television, because usually you have the announcers telling you stuff. And to me, I thought somebody spun him out and he was going to go after somebody. But then I realized he was not going to go after anybody. He was frustrated. And also, I didn't realize this, but he injured himself last night. But I guess we'll find out sometime this week what his injuries are. Hopefully, it's nothing where it's going to keep him out of the race car. I mean, I like AJ Allmendinger. I mean, I know he's made some mistakes a couple years ago, but he's cleaned his act up. I wish AJ Allmendinger will win more in NASCAR. I mean, I'd like to see him win more. I mean, he's a good driver. Don't get me wrong. He's done good this year. Oh, yeah, and then, yeah, for those of you wondering what was my reaction when Chase Elliott spun out, it was not pretty. I think I was the only one in my whole area screaming, "No!" I mean, how frustrating. Every year every race I pick Chase Elliott, and you know what? Some of you are right. I shouldn't pick Chase Elliott every week, but Chase Elliott, he's going to get his first Cup win this year. I just can feel it in me. I can feel it in my system. He's going to get it. I mean, next week is not New Hampshire. I mean, the short track. I mean, for a rookie, I mean, in the Cup Series, I mean, he's done awesome this year. I mean, look what he did in the Xfinity Series. I mean, especially 2 years ago. That kid is like his father, Bill Elliott. He can dominate out there. Awesome Bill from Georgia. And yeah, sorry, I'm trying to watch the time because I'm gonna be watching something here at 8 o'clock. So, of course, but yeah, back onto the topic here. But I did not think Brad Keselowski would get it, and I know Brad Keselowski was run out of gas at the end. Because I didn't. What shocked me was I knew, as they took the white flag lap, I knew Carl Edwards was battling Brad Keselowski for the win, and he was fighting to hang on to the gas. I actually thought Carl was going to get that and get his first first win of the year. Or wait a minute, no, I don't. I think Carl's already won this year. I may be wrong. I got to keep better stats of everything. But hey, way to go, Brad Keselowski, on hanging on to that. That was awesome. I mean, Brad Keselowski's the first back-to-back winner this year. I mean, he won at Daytona last week. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we left the track around, I think it was 11:30. I mean, traffic was a nightmare getting out of there. I mean, it was crazy. So yeah, traffic was really bad getting out of the speedway. But to be honest with you, I'll get back to that in just a minute. I mean, yeah, traffic was a little crazy. But I didn't get home till 4 in the morning. Was I tired? Yes. But everything was worth it yesterday. And everything was worth it to do this vlog video with you guys. I hope I get to do this again next year. I mean, or maybe sometime in a couple years from now. I mean, I hope this ain't my only one and done thing. NASCAR's been part of my life since 2001. And for those of you that, tell me NASCAR is just about left turns and wrecking and all that stuff. These guys are real athletes, okay? Racing cars takes a lot of hard work, especially on the drivers mentally. Like, Daytona, when you compete in the Daytona 500, that is a mentally challenged race. When you compete at the Indianapolis 500 and the IndyCar Series, that's a mentally challenging race. The Coca-Cola 600, you got to go 400 laps. That's mentally challenging on a driver. Or Bristol, you got to try to avoid not hitting anybody and spin it out and cause a big wreck. Just like at Daytona, when you got that restrictor plate racing at Daytona, and you have to, make that Daytona and Talladega when you have the restrictor plates, and you have to try not to bump anybody or be a part of the big one. And NASCAR's not about left turns. It's about, it's a real sport. These drivers are real athletes that compete out there every weekend. I'll get back to that in a minute, phone. But yeah. That's all pretty much I gotta say. My trip to Kentucky was it was fun, it was an honor. It was an honor to be with three great friends of mine yesterday. I hope you guys, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog video, and to my free friends, I hope you watch this. I want to tell you guys, thank you very much. This is something I've never really dreamed of, something I've dreamed about since I was a teenager. I've been a NASCAR fan since '01. Every year I would hope I get to go to a NASCAR race. I would hope, and when I lived in Florida, I was not too far from Daytona, and I came close in 2005 to go to one, but fortunately that promise was broken to me, like a lot of other things. But no, I'm not trying to sound depressing here. I promise you guys. It's just this is not me having a pity party or feeling sorry for myself, but you would have to understand what I went through in my my life. I just didn't think I was gonna be going to a NASCAR race ever. I thought I would just be watching it my whole life on television. And now I can say I've now put NASCAR in my bucket list to watch. Also, before I end this video, I want to thank everybody who, I know whether you're a NASCAR fan or not, who follows my blog's post here on Facebook and Twitter, and enjoys reading about what I post about the races and the news out of NASCAR and all that stuff. Okay, if you have any questions, about you want to go to a NASCAR race, you have any questions, or if you'd like to go to Sparta, Kentucky, I know coming up in Sparta, that's going to be the first chase race for the Xfinity Series, which is going to be in September. But during that time, I don't watch NASCAR because it's football time. I keep updated with the races still. I'll check the news and see who won. But NASCAR is just my off season for when there's no football. It's pretty much it. I'm sure a lot of you NFL fans or football fans have an off-season sport. And I didn't even realize that this video was 30 minutes long. Okay, stay tuned here. I'm going to actually throw in some pictures from the race. Some pictures of me and my friends. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you guys. To my friends on Discord, I'm sorry I kept y'all for past 30 minutes. But stay tuned for more. I'm probably going to try to do more vlog videos in the future. I like to try it. I just have to get really good at vlogging, and I just got to have more confidence in myself. Pretty much it. Alright. Right, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Stay tuned for some photo slideshows. Peace out, God bless, and I love you guys.